So we're headed into another box office weekend. This week, it's all about Meg 2 and Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I'm not sure how to really judge Ninja Turtles because, as I've said before in previous videos, that movie really depends on merchandise sales because it didn't cost an arm and a leg to make that movie. So odds are it will probably make money. But saying 40 million is some massive numbers, kind of funny when you consider that that's what Haunted Mansion has made. Haunted Mansion, by the way, is a gigantic flop. That's that's yet another big failure for Disney. That movie really bombed. It's pathetic how bad it did, actually. Where is it at on here? Disney's Haunted Mansion ranked 4th on Thursday with an estimated 1.6 million at 3,740 theaters, down 10% Wednesday for a first week take of 33 million. That's really bad. Really bad. Disney has lost their magic. It's just a fact now. Like everything they put out doesn't do well. And this one didn't even really have bad marketing. Just everything's doing bad. Except Barbie and Oppenheimer, which is doing extremely well. Barbie is likely going to be the biggest movie of the year. I think it, I'm not sure. I don't think it already, I think Mario still is, but Barbie's creeping up on it. And now you're starting to see some negative takes towards the movie, like this one from The Guardian. Barbie's muddled feminist fantasy still bows to the patriarchy. Goslin's charm and Gerwig's mixed messages mean the real winner is Mattel's male CEO and dude-dominated capitalism in general. Why are they mad? Because Ken is the best part of the movie. The Ken stuff is the best part of Barbie. Aside from looking at Margot Robbie because she's hot in this whole movie. She's quite the eye candy in this movie for sure. But the Ken scenes are the show stealers. He's the best part of this movie, hands down. Like, if they made a spinoff with Ken in the real world, I would probably enjoy that movie because he was really funny in this movie. He was the standout. And this writer for The Guardian is pissed that he is number one. But it doesn't stop there. There's a new trend. Apparently, some women are dumping their partners if they don't understand the message that Barbie is giving about feminism. I have to ask what message that is because, like, even like this article says right here, it's mixed messaging. This whole movie's theme is about, like, getting up over the patriarchy, but at the end of the movie, the ghost lady who created Barbie calls the patriarchy a made-up word for people that don't know how to deal with their own problems. So, I mean, do these people even get the movie? Because I don't think the movie really has a clear message. But apparently, if you didn't walk away understanding it 100%, even though they didn't understand it, you're dumped. I thought we would go over some of this petty shit. As the feminist movie of the summer, Barbie has broken box office records, but it also has broken hearts on social media, with scores of women telling their partners, "You don't understand the Barbie movie? You're dumped." The American family-friendly film about a doll that comes to life bursting with jokes and glitzy dance numbers has become a benchmark for TikTok users to judge the suitability of their partner. Number one, this is not a family-friendly film. That is a complaint about this movie because it's PG-13 and quite adult in some areas. Here's one of the TikToks, by the way. I have to mute it because she's playing like a Cardi B song. Already a red flag that this is probably not a woman you want to date. But she's sitting here just kind of giving a awkward face to a Cardi B song. And it says, if take your boyfriend to Barbie, if he doesn't understand the movie, dump him. She's probably doing him a favor because I see a lot of divorces in that woman's future. Women are being urged to ditch men who do not understand the film's messages on feminism and patriarchy. The craze has been driven by TikTok users who insist that agreeing with the feminist themes in the Barbie film should be the standard in a relationship. This is just basically super hardcore leftist women outing themselves. That's a woman that you would want to avoid at all costs anyway. I'd rather be single and die alone than be with a super hardcore leftist woman because they're never happy and they always hate themselves and they're very easily influenceable. Because let me tell you something about this article that's revealed. Because this movie is so popular, pink fashion is on the rise, and blonde hair dye has risen 47%. I like the Barbie movie. I'm going to go ahead and dye my hair blonde. I noticed things like this a long time ago, too, by the way. I just remember, like, you would see a really popular kind of singer or style in a movie that took off by some female actor. Like, for example, I remember when bangs were a big thing. I noticed it in some music video or live performance. I don't remember who the singer was, but I saw it and said, oh, there's the hairstyle for the summer. And sure enough, every girl in the world had bangs. Just like the whole tramp stamp thing. Remember that craze? Now it's the nose septum thing. Everyone's got to copy everybody. So this is a real thing. There's a lot of multiple accounts on here that they quote. Let's go over some of them because it's quite telling to how bottom barrel some of these women are. One wrote, take your boyfriend to the Barbie movie, and if they hate it, dump them. Another said in a video 800,000 times, I think talking to your boyfriend to Barbie I think taking your boyfriend to Barbie should be your relationship test to decide if he's a good long-term partner. Another said, I think it's perfectly reasonable for women to break up with their boyfriends for their negative reaction to the Barbie movie. One woman even canceled her first date after the man refused to wear pink to see the film. She told TikTok they had to make an event out of the cinema trip by wearing pink outfits and refusing and posing for photos together. He refused to cooperate, and she called off the date. Good on him. Good on him for that. So honestly, she's making it sound like he's missing out. He's the one that's dodging the bullet here. He dodged the bullet. He actually got off good because now he won't be duped by this person and end up spending lots of money on her only to lose interest and dump her later because she's a radical feminist. So, if anything, he kind of lucked out. This movie is more of a test to know if dudes should be with the woman. Because if they're crazy like this right out of the gate, it's just time to move on. So, there's more. Her confession on social media was met with adoration from other women who said, if his masculinity is so fragile he can't wear pink when it's important to you for a single night, you need a new man because that's a boy. Others admit the film has determined how they see their partners. One woman said on TikTok, I feel like the a-hole for letting the Barbie movie affect my relationship and the way I see my boyfriend. Friends have been telling me I shouldn't let it alter the way I view my boyfriend because our relationship is really healthy. So you have this woman who's in a good relationship. She has a good man, probably treats her good, takes her out, all that stuff. But because he didn't like this movie, she now sees him in a negative light. She's probably going to dump him over the Barbie movie. This is a really good guy, but because he didn't like the Barbie movie, I don't want to be with him anymore. I'm done with that kid. That a-hole. I'm going to find a guy who's more sensitive. And then she'll be unhappy with him in the long run because he's a sensitive bitch. So she got a real man, and she's not happy because he didn't like this stupid movie. Some of these women are like children. So that's pretty much it. The rest of it's just a little bit editorial. I just thought this was really interesting. Like, really? A movie is your is your all-out test for compatibility? That's kind of pathetic. That's pathetic. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.